Hi guys, thank you so much for coming back to my YouTube channel. The name is Devon Bridge. The channel's name is also Devon Bridge. Guys, I appreciate the fact that you have come to visit my channel if you've just come to visit. And I also appreciate the fact that you are not just going to visit, you're going to subscribe, you're going to like, and you're going to leave a comment. For those who have already subscribed, guys, thank you so much. May the Lord bless you. May the Lord continue rewarding you. Yes, may the Lord continue rewarding you. I understand I have a pimple here, but let's ignore it. Let's ignore it and dive into today's topic. Yeah, I'm in Uganda, Kampala, guys. So today morning when I woke up, what I found on social media was how Devon and Meagan are divorcing. Naturally, I don't like being in people's business. In fact, I don't like talking about other people's issues at all. I don't like it. I always create myself I always put myself in a cancon, like some shelter. For me, I don't like prying into other people's businesses because to each their own. I mean, I'm a preacher of the word. I know what it means to tell people, to talk to people about God. That is why I have come today to talk about this specifically. I'm going to hint on them, but not because I am into their business. I'm just going to talk about one thing that they put out there and was bought by everyone else. That was the weight. Okay? The weight. I remember when I saw this book called The Weight. I did not read it. I did not read it, guys. I'm not a very big reader. I'm not really a big reader. I don't know if a movie came out of it, but I didn't also. Anything to do with them, I was kind of distant. Not because I didn't appreciate them as a couple. I did, but on the inside of me, I grew up to understand that they are going to be inspirational speakers who are going to speak out of their own experiences or fantasies, and then they are also going to be preachers of the word who preach by the word. And me, the only book that I really read is the Bible. The book that I take time to read is the Bible. When it comes to other books, I am not so good at it. So I decided to talk about this because it has caused a lot of a lot of noise on all the singles group I'm on Facebook. Yes. And so guys, the reason I'm hinting on this is because when Meagan and the husband started talking about the weight, I am not so sure what kind of weight they were talking about, but I want to think that they were talking about waiting onto the rightful partner, which is a good thing, and also waiting to be intimate with your partner until marriage. All these are very true things, guys. They are really true. The Bible talks about them. The Bible talks about them. It is really right to wait unto the Lord for anything, be it a partner, business, an adventure, a business venture, or any other thing that you'd want to do, guys. It is important that you wait upon the Lord. It is much more important when it comes to marriage, because the person that you choose to marry means a lot to you. The person that you choose to marry is the person that is going to influence a lot of your life, guys. So if the book was talking about waiting until the rightful partner, that was right. It's really right, because I have seen how it has uplifted the women that I've been talking to on Facebook, especially on the various groups. I'm on various groups, guys. I have seen how it has motivated them to wait. Even when things don't work out in this relationship, you'll find them waiting. They will say, I know someone is coming. It's true, God has someone for us, each and everyone. I am single and I decided to sit down and wait. I decided to sit down and relax and wait on the person that the Lord is going to give me. Because guys, I know what it means to be in the same house with someone that you are not on the same path with. I know the pain. I know the grilling. I know how hard it is sleeping and waking up next to someone who doesn't mean anything to you, or who meant something to you, but because of some reasons you went your separate ways. The animosity, I know it all. I know it all. Okay, guys, I really know it all. And then I also know how it feels how it feels to relate with someone and not be intimate. Guys, I know how it feels. These are the things that we have done, we have tasted. But the problem is not the waiting. The waiting is not the problem. In fact, when I opened my social media platforms today, I realized that many women actually, the way they were talking, it's like they were actually now trying to drift away from waiting onto the right person, trying to drift away from waiting onto being intimate with a person. Guys, first of all, the first thing that I want to let you know is that you do not run your life on someone's life. Be it a pastor, be it a bishop, be it the Pope himself. Guys, we do not run our lives according to what someone has done. Yes, sometimes we are going to listen to these people. They are going to speak to us because sometimes the word that they are speaking is just the right word that you needed, the prophetic that you needed, okay? It is just like that. Forgive the lighting, the weather is changing, so bear with me. We do not move according to how someone tells us. One thing that I have realized, one big problem that I have realized, okay, mostly with people in Western countries, like in the US, UK, and in all those other places, is that you read a lot. Guys, you read a lot and you watch a lot of movies. So in most cases, guys are moving. In most cases, guys are moving according to what they read in a book, according to what they read from someone, according to what they heard from someone. Okay? You read every other thing, but not so much of the Bible. And that has been one thing that has been breaking my women today. Okay? I am not saying that it is bad to read. I'm not really saying that it is bad to read, but I am an African. They say if you want to hide something from an African, put it in the book. Put it in the book, guys. Forgive my giggling. It's not that their book was bad, because just the fact that I am not a reader doesn't mean you shouldn't be able to read. But when you're reading, take out what the Spirit of God allows you to take out. Okay, these books are written by people out of their experiences, out of their fantasies. People write books not because they want to stack them up somewhere. They write books because they want to make money. So they are going to make up a lot of things in this book. They are going to create a picture for you in this book, and you're going to buy it because, girlfriend, social media takes what you portray to them. People will always buy what you portray to them. Social media will buy anything. That is why I always insist, look into the Bible. It has everything. These people are writing because they want fame, they want glory, they want money, which is right. Which is right. Their topic, the weight that they wrote about was a magnificent thing. I believe in waiting. Guys, I believe in waiting. But it doesn't mean that I believe in how they are waiting or how they are doing their things. I do my things according to the Bible. I do my things according to the Bible. What the Bible says. There are some days that my pastor will say something and I'll be like, no, I'm not sure. Let me first go and search. And when I search and find that our revelation on that particular thing wasn't the same, it doesn't mean that my pastor is wrong. No, it doesn't mean that my pastor is wrong. Maybe I just have a little bit of different thinking or understanding. I go back to God and ask God what exactly I should be getting out of this, or how exactly I should explain this. So me, with reading, we are not best of friends, but that doesn't mean that it is a bad thing. When you are reading these books, make sure that you understand what is important. Take out what happens to you, what you think is right for you. Guys, there is a difference in these men. We women are different. We like to be touched differently. We like to be talked to differently. So it doesn't mean that if Devon tells me that talk to your man like this and like that, I am going to talk to him like that. Okay? If I am dating, I'm going to be dating a man of God. Yes, Devon being a man, he has insights on how men want to be treated, and I am going to take that. Let me say, like, at 50%, let me say, if much, at 50%, and then the 50% I'll have to learn my own man. I have to learn my own man and then go into the Bible and understand how I'm supposed to relate to and how I'm supposed to take care of this man. I am not going to follow the books letter by letter. Guys, we have fallen into problems. We have fallen into deep things because we have followed someone else's experiences. We are all given the same measure of faith, guys. So if it is for experiences, we all have our own experiences. You're not going to tell me to treat my white man the same way I'm going to treat the same way I am. Okay, you're not going to tell me to treat my white man the same way you're going to treat your black guy. Okay? These people are different. Yes, they are men, but there is a certain kind of thing that the white man likes that the black guy doesn't like. Okay? There is a thing that my husband is going to appreciate when another man would not appreciate it. Guys, do not let the fact that these two who talked about waiting and all that break you down. That was their race. It was their race. It was their race. They ran it. If they are still running it, let the Lord be there to judge them. Let the Lord be there to tell them what to do. The problem is that most born-again girls, most women, Christian girls, have put it in their minds that if I stay sexually pure, God is going to send me a relationship. God is going to send me a man who will not disturb me, who will not do anything to me. I will wake up one day and we are all happy. The next day we are happy like that. It will be like that forever. Which is not right. Which is not right. Guys, the Bible says that there is nothing you are going to do that will increase or decrease the love of God for you. Guys, God loves you the way you are. You don't need to do anything to bribe him into doing something for you. We are living in the grace of God. If I decide to be celibate, no, is that celibate? No, I'm not celibate. I'm because I'm going to get married. If I decide to abstain, it's not because I am bribing God to give me a perfect relationship. That has been the problem all along, guys. That has been the problem all along. Because these guys said they waited, so everyone was like, hey, if you wait, you get a perfect relationship. And they have been living that, portraying the perfect relationship everywhere they went, without even being open and showing people that they have struggles. Guys, relationships have struggles. Relationships have struggles. We struggle with our own parents. We struggle with our own children. We struggle with our own siblings. Then how do you even expect that someone else's son, someone's son from somewhere is going to come into your life and you're not going to struggle because you waited? Sure. Guys, that is a very big lie. That is a very big lie. Relationships have their own issues. Relationships have their own struggles. Our only thing should be like in the waiting. If I decide to be abstinent, is that the right word? Girl, English is not my first language. If I decide to be abstaining, what am I doing as I am abstaining? Okay, I'm withholding my body from sex. That is right. What about, is that all? Is that all that will guarantee me a perfect man? Did God put it there in the Bible that if you stay away from sex, I'm going to give you a good guy? Is that what God wrote? No. No. Whether you have it or don't have it, God's plan for you is perfect. God's plan for you is great. But that doesn't mean it's not going to have some little things. It's not going to have some little hurdles. They are going to be there. Girlfriend, what you have to do at this time is, if you are waiting, learn. Use the time for waiting to learn how marriage is. Learn your man, learn how to treat that person. Learn your woman, how am I going to treat this person? How am I going to relate with my in-laws? What if this and this happens? How do I approach it? Look into the Bible, go to the stories of Sarah. These people were tried and tested with time. Go to the stories of Naomi and the daughter-in-law, who is that Ruth. Everyone says, I am Ruth, I am Ruth, I am Ruth, I am waiting for my Boaz. But girlfriend, when Boaz comes, Boaz is going to come with another wife, other children. Boaz is going to come with inheritance issues. Because you're the last wife, you're going to have to battle for inheritances. You're going to have to battle for even the vineyard itself. Ruth did not have it as smooth sailing. Just because they did not put the hurdles that Ruth went through doesn't mean that it is going to be like that. We have been deceived, guys. We have been deceived. Marriage is not something that you go into folded arms. I have seen Christian girls, I have seen girls in my ministry getting married, and I applaud them. But every time they tell me they're getting married, the first thing I say is that, do you know what you're getting into? First of all, you have to know that this man is not going to be as old as he is every day. Men sometimes change. Sometimes they act like kids. How are you going to be able to deal with that? Yes, you are going to have issues, but must everyone else know about your issues? I'm not saying that you should portray that you should pretend you're perfect when you're not perfect. What I am saying is that start right now that you're still single, or if you're married, start right now. Start asking God on how you're going to deal with your relationship when a time comes that it is not working. When a time comes that you're all not thinking the same way, you're all not using the same language, try to ask God how it is going to be. Let God teach you. Let this time be for you to be chastised. You see, the reason that the Bible tells us that it's better not to have sex with the people we are relating in, is not because there is a price at the end. There is a price at the end for everything we do. That is a given. But the basic reason is that we don't get to be involved with their little demons, their little issues, whatever they have. We don't get that spiritual entanglement before we are really married. Before we are really married. You see, sex has a way of destroying our mental capacity. Not destroying the mental capacity as that, but clouding our judgment. Most people have gone into relationships because the person is very good in that area. Most people have gone into relationships because they felt someone they looked better physically. Most people have broken up with people, broken up relationships, because when they went into that intimacy part, the person wasn't fulfilling. This gets to cloud our judgment. But when you stay away from this intimacy thing, when you stay away from this intimacy thing, your minds are not clouded. You are objective. You know that, okay, he says he's a man of God, but he's not doing this. Is that right? He says he's a woman of God, but he's not doing this. Is that right? You are objective. You are more open to receiving from God than you will be when you've already tested this person sexually and you know what they can give and what they cannot give. Okay? You know what they can give and what they cannot give. That is the reason that we keep to ourselves, so that our mind is not clouded, so that our mind doesn't run wild. We know what we are going through. At this time, if the person is the right person for you, you will not care how they are going to perform tomorrow. You are sure that no matter what what comes up out of this thing, it is going to be for your good and it's going to glorify the name of the Lord. Waiting until the right partner is that we don't end up in the statistics of everyone filing for divorce. Guys, sometimes it's not even because the person wasn't the right person for us, but it's because we did not take time to fortify ourselves while we were still single. We get clouded up in all the glamour of the ring. Yeah. Then we look at ourselves, we go and get the gowns. We are like, yeah, I'm getting married. It's every girl's dream to get married. But it doesn't stop at the getting married. There is a lot more to marriage after the saying of I do. You are going to live with someone's son. Take this time for waiting, to learn for waiting to meet that man. If you're waiting to meet the right man, take the time to learn. If I meet the right man, how do I behave? What do I do? How do I talk to them? Where do I come from? How will my family-in-law take me? If you're waiting to be intimate, take this time to also understand God. Father, teach me. If he doesn't do this, help me. Help me be fulfilled like this. Help me know how to talk to him. Help me know how. Guys, you don't have to follow each and everything celebrities say. They don't know everything. They don't know everything, but just because they have gained some influence, they know they can say something and you will all follow it. I agree with the weight. I stand with the weight. And I know if you do this weight perfectly, guys, if you do this weight perfectly, there is no way your marriage is going to fail. There is no way your marriage is going to fail, because if you make sure that you're waiting and you're waiting in God, you're waiting with God, that times that it is becoming hard, you know where to turn to. You know where to turn to, guys. Sarah would have left, by the way, the time that she told Abraham to send Hagar and Abraham said no, that would have been grounds for divorce. That would have been grounds for divorce. But she knew who to talk to. She went back and talked to God, and guess what? God woke up and told Abraham, no, God wasn't sleeping. God went directly to Abraham and said, you know what? I understand Sarah's place. Sarah has talked to me and I understand her place, so let Hagar go. Don't live on someone else's judgment. The wait is good. Let us wait on God. Wait on God for the rightful partner. Wait on God for all the good things, because they are their girlfriend. Thank you so much for watching. Guys, I'm going to also post this video on my Stellar Woman channel, the Stellar Woman Ministries International channel. I have a YouTube page also there. So because this video relates to that public, also to every other public of mine, so I'm going to share it there. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for being with me. I am most definitely not doing a part 2 of this, but if I receive some requests on Facebook and Instagram, on Instagram I'm at Daphne Bridge. No, I'm at Annie Bridge, and then I use the name Bridget there. On Facebook, I'm Daphne Bridge. So you can find me there and talk to me. Tell me what else you need to talk about. We need to talk about. If there is something that I have not mentioned here and you'd really want me to mention it, also let me know so that we find out how to talk about it. Thank you so much. This is how a Christian girl wins. I love you. May God bless you. Mwah.